5 reasons why you feel shoulder pain, and 6 exercises to cure it. If you feel shoulder pain when reaching for something up high, when putting on a shirt, or even when sleeping on your side, know that you are not alone. Millions of people live daily with this limitation that silently steals your functional strength, restricts your movements, and transforms simple tasks into real challenges. The worst part? This pain didn't appear out of nowhere. It is the result of some silent daily habits that you repeat without realizing. Seemingly harmless habits that accumulate microscopic damage in your shoulders day after day until the pain becomes unbearable. The good news is that you don't need to live with this. Stay until the end, because the 4th exercise is the one that most eliminates chronic pain. Before we begin, please tell us through the comments your name and the city where you are watching our content. We would love to know. Reason number 1. Shoulder blades out of position. Think about the last time you spent hours in front of the computer or looking at your phone. At that exact moment, your pectoral muscles were in constant shortening, pulling your shoulders forward like tensioned ropes. This repetitive movement, seemingly harmless, prevents your shoulder blades from staying where they should be. The shoulder blades are 2 triangular bones in your back that function as the base of the entire shoulder operation. They need to stay flat and firm against the back, but with the chest tight, they end up being dragged forward and upward, creating a completely unnatural position. It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. When your shoulder blades go out of position, the entire shoulder complex loses its stable foundation. The surrounding muscles simply cannot work as they were designed because the base is wrong. Imagine trying to throw a ball while standing on ice. Your muscles may be strong, but without stability, the movement becomes chaos. This is exactly what happens when your scapulae are out of place. Number 2. Rotator cuff deactivated. Have you ever tried to lift something heavy on a high shelf and felt that twinge in your shoulder? It was probably your rotator cuff screaming for help. The rotator cuff is a set of 4 small muscles that surround the shoulder joint like a protective sleeve. Their function is not to generate brute force, but rather to keep the head of the humerus, that large arm bone, perfectly centered inside the shoulder cavity while you move. When your shoulder blades go out of position, these muscles essentially enter hibernation mode. They shut down because they simply cannot do their job adequately without the correct base. It's like turning off a car's security system because the chassis is crooked. Without this active stabilization of the rotator cuff, every time you raise your arm to put on a jacket, get your keys from your pocket, or wave to someone, the shoulder joint moves in an uncontrolled way. The head of the humerus rises too much, pinches tendons, compresses delicate structures, and generates that characteristic pain you feel when reaching above your head. The human body is incredibly adaptable, so it tries to compensate by using larger and less appropriate muscles to stabilize the shoulder. Number 3. Shoulders pulled forward. Take a quick look at your posture now while reading this. Are your shoulders slightly rounded forward? If so, you are experiencing in real time the 3rd reason for your pain. The pectoral muscles cross the entire front of the chest and insert directly into the humerus, right in the front part of the shoulders. When you spend the whole day with your arms in front of your body typing, driving, cooking, or using your phone, these muscles are constantly shortened. Over time, they literally adapt to this smaller position and begin to pull your shoulders anteriorly permanently. This rounded shoulder posture creates a cascade of biomechanical problems. First, it narrows the subacromial space, which is that small area where important shoulder tendons need to slide freely. Second, it places constant tension on structures that were not designed to be stretched all the time. Third, it completely alters the scapulohumeral rhythm, which is the perfect coordination between arm and scapula movement. It's like wearing shoes the wrong size. You can still walk, but each step causes friction and discomfort. Number 4. Chest muscles are shortened. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Having constant access to science-based information is what will make you progress healthily in the long term in the world of bodybuilding. Now think about everything you did today. You held the steering wheel of the car with your hands in front, worked on the computer with your arms extended, Looked at your phone with your head tilted. Do you see the pattern? Practically everything in modern life happens in front of you. This reality keeps your pectoral muscles in a shortened position for 12, 14, sometimes 16 hours a day. When a muscle remains constantly shortened, it undergoes structural adaptations. The muscle fibers literally reorganize, the sarcomers decrease in number, and the surrounding connective tissue becomes stiffer. It's the body's natural response to what it interprets as the new normal position. The problem is that this adaptation comes with a high price. Chronically shortened pectoral muscles not only pull the shoulders forward, but also drastically limit your ability to open your chest and retract your scapulae. Try this quick test. Stand up and try to bring your elbows together behind your back. Difficult, isn't it? This tightness in the chest is the root of the entire problem because it initiates a domino effect of dysfunctions. Tight chest pulls shoulders forward, misalign scapulae. Misaligned scapulae deactivate rotator cuff, and inactive rotator cuff results in pain. Number 5. 3. Specific muscles are inactive. There are 3 essential muscle groups that, when functioning correctly, keep your shoulders healthy and pain-free: the rotator cuff, the scapular stabilizers, and the posterior shoulder muscles. When these muscles become inactive, it's as if they literally forgot how to do the job they were designed for. It's not laziness or isolated lack of use. It's a direct consequence of that entire bad postural pattern we discussed. See how it works. When you keep your shoulders rounded forward for a prolonged time, the muscles that should be actively pulling the scapulae back become too stretched and weaken. At the same time, the rotator cuff cannot activate adequately because the base is unstable. The result is a kind of muscular amnesia. Your body compensates for this void by using larger and less appropriate muscles, like the upper trapezius and the levator scapulae. These muscles take on responsibilities that are not theirs, creating completely dysfunctional movement patterns. That's why you feel that constant tension in your neck and shoulders, even when you're not doing anything special. The wrong muscles are working too hard while the correct ones are on vacation. And here is the complete vicious cycle. Bad posture deactivates the stabilizing muscles. Inactive muscles worsen the posture even more. Worse posture generates more inactivation, and thus shoulder pain perpetuates indefinitely, getting worse each day that passes. Now that you already know the 5 reasons that cause shoulder pain, let's go to the 6 exercises that will correct all of this. Exercise number 6. Wall Angel. This simple movement is extraordinarily effective for reactivating the scapular muscles and teaching your body how to position the shoulders correctly. Stand with your back completely supported against the wall, feet about 6 inches away from the wall. Press the back of your head, shoulders, and hips against the wall. Bend your elbows at 90 degrees and press your arms against the wall, as if you were making a Y with your body. Keeping everything in contact with the wall, slide your arms slowly upward like a snow angel, then return. The secret is to keep the backs of your hands, elbows, and shoulders always touching the wall during the entire movement. Most people discover they cannot maintain complete contact on the first try because the chest is too tight and the scapular stabilizers too weak. The main errors to avoid are excessively arching the lower back to compensate for lack of mobility, taking the elbows off the wall when raising the arms, and doing the movement too fast without control. Do 3 sets of 10 slow repetitions, focusing on the quality of the movement and not on speed. This exercise is safe for practically everyone, but if you have an acute shoulder injury with intense pain, consult a professional before executing. Number 5. Cross-body shoulder stretch. This stretch works specifically the posterior and lateral part of the shoulder, a region that accumulates enormous tension due to the compensatory patterns your body develops when the shoulders are misaligned. You can do it sitting in the office chair or standing while waiting for the coffee to brew. Bring your right arm straight across your body toward the left shoulder. Use your left hand to hold the right elbow and gently pull the arm closer to the chest. The sensation should be of a deep stretch in the back and side of the right shoulder, not a sharp pain. Hold this position for 30 seconds, maintaining normal breathing, and then switch sides. The absolute key for this exercise to work is to keep the shoulders level. Most people instinctively raise the shoulder that is being stretched, which completely nullifies the purpose of the movement. Keep both shoulders relaxed and down during the entire stretch. Another common error is pulling the arm too aggressively, causing discomfort in the joint. The stretch should be firm but comfortable. This movement is perfect after exercises that work the back of the shoulders, because you just activated that musculature and now you will stretch it to maintain balance. To progress, start with 30 seconds per side in the first 2 weeks. After this period, increase to 45 seconds. In the third week, you should feel a notable difference in how much your arm moves across your body with less resistance. Most people notice significant reduction of pain when reaching across the body, like when grabbing the car seat belt, in about 2 weeks of daily practice. There are no significant contraindications, just avoid if you have recent shoulder dislocation. Number 4. Scapular push-ups. Scapular push-ups are the most underestimated exercise for strengthening the scapular stabilizers, those muscles that keep your shoulder blades in the correct place. Position yourself in a high plank with your arms completely extended, hands directly below the shoulders, body forming a straight line from head to heels. Here comes the unique part. Without bending your elbows, let your chest sink slightly between your shoulders, allowing the scapulae to come together. Then, actively push through your hands to elevate the chest, separating the scapulae as much as possible. The movement is subtle, only 2 to 3 inches of amplitude, but you should feel the muscles around the scapula working intensely. This exercise teaches your shoulders to move independently of the arms, an essential skill that most people lose completely. The benefits go beyond postural correction, also improving performance in exercises like regular push-ups and bench press, since you learn to create a stable scapular base. The most common errors include bending the elbows, transforming the exercise into normal push-ups, allowing the hips to drop, breaking the plank, and doing the movement too fast without feeling the correct muscles working. For beginners who cannot maintain the high plank, execute the same movement supported on the knees, keeping the body straight from knee to head. Do 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions with total control of the movement. This exercise can be challenging for those who have wrist problems, so in these cases, execute supported on the forearms in a low plank position. Avoid if you have acute shoulder or elbow injury. Number 3. Dead hang. Simply hanging from a bar is possibly the best exercise to decompress the shoulder joint and stretch all the muscles that become chronically tight due to bad posture. Find a pull-up bar that allows your feet to be completely off the ground when hanging. Grab the bar with both hands at shoulder width or slightly wider. Let all your body weight hang, relaxing the shoulders completely. The goal is simply to hang, allowing gravity to do the work of decompressing the joint. You will feel a deep stretch in the shoulders, in the pectoral, and even in the back. This exercise creates natural traction in the shoulder joint, increasing the subacromial space that becomes compressed when the shoulders are rounded forward. Additionally, it passively strengthens the grip and the forearm muscles. A common error is tensing the shoulders instead of relaxing them completely. Let the shoulders rise naturally toward the ears. This is correct in this exercise. Start with 3 attempts of 10 to 15 seconds and progress gradually until you can achieve 30 continuous seconds. After a few weeks, try to reach 60 seconds. The improvement in shoulder health and posture is notable after 3 to 4 weeks of regular practice. Avoid this exercise if you have untreated rotator cuff injury, severe shoulder instability, or cervical spine problems. For people with these conditions, consult a physical therapist first. Number 2. Sleeper stretch. This stretch has a funny name but is seriously effective for working the posterior shoulder capsule, a structure that becomes extremely rigid in those who have rounded shoulders. Lie on your right side with the right shoulder supported on the floor, right arm extended in front of the body at 90 degrees. With your left hand, grab the right wrist and gently push the right hand toward the floor, as if you were internally rotating the shoulder. You should feel a deep stretch in the back of the right shoulder. Hold for 30 seconds, breathe normally, and then turn to the other side. This movement specifically stretches the posterior joint capsule and the external rotator muscles that become shortened when you keep your shoulders forward chronically. The sensation can be intense, but should not be painful. If you feel sharp pain, reduce the pressure. The most common error is forcing the movement too much, causing discomfort in the joint. Remember that joint capsule stretches need to be gentle and sustained, not abrupt. Do 2 to 3 sets of 30 seconds on each side daily. After 2 weeks, you will notice significant improvement in the internal rotation mobility of the shoulder. Avoid if you have a history of shoulder dislocation or severe joint instability. Number 1. Band pull apart. This is the only exercise that needs equipment, a light resistance band that you find for a low price in sporting goods stores or online. This movement corrects rounded shoulders faster than any other, because it works directly the muscles that pull the scapulae back and down, reversing that forward shoulder pattern. Hold the band in front of you with both hands at shoulder height, arms completely extended, hands apart approximately at shoulder width. Keeping your arms straight, pull the band separating your hands horizontally while actively squeezing your shoulder blades, as if you were trying to hold a pencil between them. Continue pulling until the band touches your chest. Hold for 1 second, feeling the contraction in your back, then slowly return to the starting position. Do 12 repetitions with total control. This exercise specifically activates the rhomboids and the middle trapezius, crucial muscles that become weak and inactive due to rounded shoulder posture. The beauty of this movement lies in its ability to reteach your body to actively retract the scapulae, a skill you probably lost with years of bad posture. The most common and critical error is raising the shoulders toward the ears during execution. This activates the upper trapezius instead of the correct muscles we want to work. Keep the shoulders actively down and back during the entire movement. To progress adequately, start with a light resistance band, or even a towel if you don't have a band. After 3 weeks of regular practice, change to a medium resistance band. In the 6th week, increase to 15 repetitions per set. Most people notice in the 4th week that their shoulders stay naturally more back during the day, even without consciously thinking about it. It's a sign that the muscles are strengthening and resuming their correct function. Do 3 sets daily. There are no significant contraindications, but avoid if you have acute shoulder or scapular injury. If you enjoyed this and also want to discover the best home exercise to recover leg strength, regardless of whether you are 50, 60, or 70 years old, we left a video appearing right now on the screen showing each of them better. Don't miss it. Thank you for watching until here, and may God bless you, my friend.